What's up? It's your guy's eye, and I saw an orb. No, this is not a joke. I am going to be telling you a true story of the time I saw an orb. Now, this has been circulating all over the internet recently, and I've been feeling like I was crazy for a long time, so the fact that I actually have a platform to talk about this now, I'm going to share this story with you. Yes, of course, I want to be a YouTuber, I want to get clouded and everything like that, but no, this is really a true story, and I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. I have told this story to many family members years and years before this orb situation has been blowing up over New Jersey, as well as my father, who was with me around the time it happened. I'm going to be trying to use video and images to try to help visualize what I saw so that you guys can understand it better, because it's pretty trippy. And stick around to the end because there's a scarier second part to it. And I'm not making any of this stuff up. I'm genuinely telling you what I remember, what I saw, and that. So this happened around 2015, towards the end of November. So about 9 years ago. I had just recently turned 10, and a family member was coming into town to spend some time together for the holiday, Thanksgiving. I was really into space at the time. I'm still into space quite a bit, but I was like really into it. And my family member knew that, so they decided to be sweet and give me a laser pointer. Now, as the day went on, me and my dad, we returned home, so I wanted to test it out. So I was outside in the front yard with my dad, was using my laser pointer, I was just looking at the stars, I'm visualizing it again, and I was looking out towards, like, that way, from where I'm positioned that way. So as I'm looking at the stars, my arm's getting tired from pointing at all the stars with the laser pointer, so I put the laser pointer down. At this point, I put it down. So I was looking in the sky, and then I see this thing come down, and it's going pretty fast, but it's far enough away, so it's like seems slower for us, and it's coming down, and it has this like reddish orangish hue, and it's like coming down and it's like glowing. But if you've ever looked at a light, or you watch a video and then it focuses, you can see the light and it has like this, aura around it, and then you focus on it and you can start to see the details. Well, as I'm looking at it, it's reddish orange, and I stare at it long enough and I'm able to make out like that's the color around it. But the internal color was like this metallic, like gunmetal gray or hematite. That's the word I would use. It's like hematite, that material. And it's like a circular spherical object coming in pretty fast. And at first, I was like, oh, this is, something else or whatever. But then I look and I'm able to see like a strip around it, like just one strip around it. And it's like this, it literally looks like the LED lights that I have in my room. I'll try to show up a picture. And it's like going around it like that. And there's like little dots of light, and I'm looking at the light and I see these little green dots. They weren't bright enough so that you could see it on the outside, but when I looked deep enough in it, I could see these little green dots and like red dots. It was like they were going back and forth quickly. And here's the crazy part that I just don't even know. It's going in and then it goes like that. No curve, just it literally just shoots up, and I can only describe it as like a check mark, like literally like that. And I told this story recently to a family member, and they said they've seen a very similar thing, and it was like this orange ball, and it had went and then like leapt, like it was. I don't know how that's possible for an aircraft to do that. That's pretty insane to me. But here's the crazy part. So I saw that. I was, reasonably pretty freaked out by that, especially being 10. And I told my dad about it, and he was like, wow, because he was right next to me. But he didn't see it. Because it all happened really fast. It was like, I looked at it, and boom, gone. And I didn't have a phone at the time, so I couldn't take a picture of it. But so my dad's like, wow, that's crazy. What do you think it is? We talk about it, whatever. Next day rolls around. It's nighttime. We're coming back home after spending the day with my family member. As we go up the steps, we both of us can attest to this. We hear this little guttural kind of growl, this little I know this sounds funny. So we hear that little noise, and I'm like, what is that? And I look around, and I look to my left as I'm going up the stairs, and there's like this little, like under a tree, kind of like shrubbery, bushes area. I look in there, and I see a orange orb. But not like what I saw in the sky. No, I saw a like glowing orb, like a orb, and it was like ovular. It was like a oval. It was like an it was like an orb that was like an oval, literally like a ball of light that was like ovular, like this. And it was about the size of a small animal. And at first I was like, is that, cat's eye or something like that? But no, it was just sitting there, and it was pretty big too. And it wasn't in the sky. It was literally it was quite a couple feet away from me, but close enough that I could reasonably tell the size of it. But me and my dad both heard the sound, and I look over there and I saw it, and then like it just like phased away. I don't even know how that happened, but so that story stuck with me for years because that's my personal experience. The craziest thing is, as all of this stuff is coming out, I found something that I think literally just describes what I had seen in the sky. I still don't know what the thing on the ground was, but whatever I saw in the sky, I am pretty confident that it's the what is it called, the Wanakee Wonder. I think that's what it's called.
And that's where this Wanakee Wonder came from. So many different people saw these UFOs over the Wanakee Reservoir, and that the craft was like the saucer-shaped craft that kept like turning into like an orange glowing like orb, right?
Yeah, I read that and I was like, bro, like that blew my mind.
No, UFO watches fireworks. You have to go the way around.
Yeah. It's turned red. It's look, it's moving. Is this unreal? How is that?
It was going pretty darn fast.
Air crew were out, and they got tasked with investigating something that popped up on radar. They mentioned that it looked spherical and metallic, which is really confusing. I mean, in all my experience, I don't know what spherical could be flying in the air. It was escaped to the east over the ocean, but the air crew ended up.
How fast was it going?
They said ridiculously fast.
But yeah, that's my story. I'll see you guys later. Peace.